If you have a YouTube channel and you want to blow out on it using a new tool, ChatGPT, I'm going to show you everything today. I can imagine how many times you had gone to bed trying to sleep and you wake up with the dream of having 50,000 views on your videos. And then you wake back and then you see 35 views. Of course, it's not a pleasant feeling. But then that's how I was as well when I started YouTube 2 years ago. But then things changed and I understood how YouTube works. And then over and over, more than 40 different times, I've seen my videos jump to 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 individually over the course of these years. The strategy is what I want to expose to you. It's meant to be a secret, but I will tell it to you. Using ChatGPT makes it a lot easier and stress-free. Okay, let's get straight into it. The very most important thing of any YouTube video is the content idea. Most people don't know. A lot of us are so attached to looking for how to get views that we lose focus on the main important thing that we're even looking for that view in the first place. And now, let me calm down a bit. When you say content is the first one, it's not even the content you are chunking out, because you might say, but I have content. I'm releasing videos every day. That's not the content. You have to look for content that already has audience on YouTube. Look, most people forget that when you make a video about something nobody had watched before, YouTube is a recommending machine. It will not know where to recommend you. Hence, your view is 10. But if YouTube knows that these can be recommended to those, then it takes it to them, and then other metrics start working out. You will have views. Even if you're not going to have 500,000 views, you will have substantial views that you will like. So the question now is, how do I know what my content is that will let me know where my audience are? Very good question. Let's go over to YouTube and I'll show it to you. And here am I on YouTube. YouTube search, it should be. Now the reality here is, at least minimally, you should have an idea of what your topic is. So let's say I want to talk about the topic of this video, which is how to blow out on YouTube. So I want to really know if there are audiences for it. So I type how to blow out on YouTube and look at this. You can see immediately as I start typing, you now have all of these suggested popping out. This is the first good indication that something is about to happen here. Then I can just click on search. And then what I want to focus on here, there are two things involved. The number of volume of people watching, and then the number of years that the video had been up, and then the top 10 is what you are going to identify with. You want to see if you can rank, provided you make this, depending on where you are on your channel. Now look at this. How to blow up is 1 year. This is 15,000. This is 2 months old, and this is 63,000. This is 8 months, 75,000. This is 2 years. It has 1.4 million. But look at this. This is no longer the keyword we are using, which is how to blow out on YouTube. This is now how I grew from 0. So it's not the exact keyword. This is how I blew up on my channel, 36,000 1 year ago. This is how I blew up 1 month ago. Beautiful. I blew up a YouTube channel 4 months ago. Yes. So you see, a lot of people are doing these. But the question now is, the top 10, all of them have views and they are not old. 2 months ago, 8 months ago. Technically speaking, this particular word is not something that I can use and blow up on. Why? I am just a small channel on this, about 1,500 subscribers. I know I won't have the push to rank on these. This is where ChatGPT now comes in. I have an idea. I know people are there. But how can I tweak this and rewrite and redo this to satisfy that keyword, but as well make me different, which is now that I established that there is an audience here, then I pick this keyword and go back to ChatGPT. And as soon as I put that up, I said, write a more captivating headline, how to blow out on YouTube using ChatGPT. You can see here, unlock the secret of YouTube success with ChatGPT. It now rewrote it for me in a way that makes me special and different. If this is okay for me, I can take it. If it's not, then I can trigger it to write more. So I just type more. And then it says, skyrocket your YouTube views and subscribers, which is fantastic. Skyrocket your YouTube views. So I can choose any of these. But then you can see by the title of this video, you already know I am doing exactly what I am preaching here. This is the first step you take if you want to blow out on YouTube. You must make sure that your video idea has already made audience already, and then you need to look for your own special way of entering the market, because if you write exactly what they had written and they have ranked on, you can rank on them. So you have to look for a way to rewrite using ChatGPT. You don't have to crack your brain. ChatGPT will do it for you. Now after this, you've gotten your headline. First thing done. The next one is now to write the content. But you all know you need to draft the content. And from my experience, 4 things are involved about content creation. 4. The number one is your content needs to be very unique. Personality is involved. If anybody clicks on you and you sound like somebody they've seen, or you are even worse than that person, they won't continue even if you have the best content. So your personality needs to ooze through. Either you're using faceless YouTube channel or you are actually doing this on your own live like I'm doing. You need to be unique. You have to find your unique selling point. The second point is you need an attractive thumbnail, because that's what they will click anyway. Nobody's going to click anything unless you have a thumbnail that will let them click. And from the beginning, you need a hook. That is what people see. The first 10 seconds, 30 seconds, they click anything. That first hook, what will let them keep watching, is another thing, which is my number 3. You need to learn that. And I tell you, the fourth one is your ability to engage your viewers, ability to keep your momentum. Because when people start watching, don't forget you might have an 8 minutes video, 12 minutes video. You don't want them to watch 1-2 minutes and they're tired and then they leave. You want them to watch all the way down. So how do you engage them? What strategies are you going to keep using to keep them watching? How do you go through this? These are skills you need to have if you want to blow out on YouTube. But I'm going to show everything to you today because I want you to blow out. So what I usually do before I go to ChatGPT for anything or research is for me to think about what I want to attend to myself. You see these 4 things I told you about this content? Because I use ChatGPT to create this content I'm offering now. And you can see my script on here, how I am reading everything. Now that I'm talking to you, you can see this is where I am now at the present. These are the 5 things I just read to you, and you can see it here. This is where I am. So the human being touch to it is what I have done by evaluating what I want to teach. That is my original content. That's what makes me human. And then I will now go to ChatGPT to see what the AI recommends for people who are in this niche or what people have done before. Remember, ChatGPT is just a machine that goes into what people have done before to crawl it out for you, to assemble it for you as a content. So now I know what I want, and I want to see what the AI will say about what people have done before. Then I can take inspiration from that and renew whatever content I have. So on ChatGPT, I imputed how to blow out on YouTube with ChatGPT. And then it started explaining it. Create high quality content, optimize for SEO, promote your channel. You know, it's just writing all of this. There are some that are interesting here that I see, but it's not as engaging as what I wanted. So I start reading and implementing. And that's how I came about my script. Like this video if you believe it will go viral. Next thing is to copyright and ensure there are 2 things in your content. The first one is your hook. How do you do your hook? What will let people keep watching? And straight up, I'll give you 4 things you can do. You can immediately make a promise so that they will know that what they're about to watch was exactly what they saw on the thumbnail. Because sometimes people just do clickbait and then they're not sure, this isn't what I wanted to hear, this is not what I wanted to see. It just clickbaited me by putting that in the thumbnail. So you have to establish immediately that exactly what you saw on the thumbnail is what I'm giving to you here. And then secondly, if you can add a bit of motion, it works. Maybe you are walking into set by the time you started talking, or you just clap your hands, or you just move up. Anything motion that will catch anybody's attention is always very preferred. People light up candles on their set and all of that. It works. And you can implement that on yours as well. And then if you have a giveaway to do, yes, you can quickly do that. And when I say giveaway, it doesn't really have to be money or something. It might be maybe shout out. It might be a book. It might be an ebook. It might be an email. It might be a copy. Whatever it is you have to give it in the first 10-15 seconds so that everybody will know you are the real deal and you're here to help. And then you can create an engagement as well. You can tell them, go to the comment section if you need this, or go here. Just make sure there is some action in your first 30 seconds to show that you are actually ready for what you promised them in all your videos. And I can tell you when this is done, then you are really ready for your video, because that's when you say like, okay, now I'm here, and then they'll start listening to you. But even when they're listening to you, don't forget, it's still going to be longer. You still need to deliver value upon value upon value, because when you start sounding like a broken record, people turn out. Or if you are now talking and it's no longer original content, people turn away. So you have to now ensure that you have high quality content, which ChatGPT can as well do for you. Each of the steps you can follow through and build what you thought and what ChatGPT thought. Use it to build an engaging content. Now this I can cover in this video. I'm going to make a whole tutorial about that on this channel. And if you want me to do that quickly, please ask in the comment section. You say, GiantStube, teach me how to write engaging content for my YouTube videos. And then I'll be so glad to give that to you. Now the rule of delivering high valuable content is authenticity. When you're authentic, like people can see through you if you are actually authentic, if you are who you say you are. A lot of people can see that on camera. So you need to be authentic. That's the first one. It will show your originality, and that works. But then there are still 4 things you need to implement. This is a do or die affair. You have to implement them if you want to have high quality content. The first one is your camera. You need a good camera. Minimal is something that is bright enough and clean enough. Now, the reality here is, even if you don't have a very solid camera, you need some high editing software to help you edit and increase the quality of your videos. If a video is lacking, why would I continue watching something that is not interesting? It's just normal psychology. It won't work. And away from that one, your set will not be nice when there are no lights. Can you imagine if I'm recording this way? This is natural light. This is it. Would this make sense? No. But as soon as my lights pop up, it gives the ambience, and that makes a lot of difference. So make sure you have good lighting. Even if it's a ring light, make sure you have one. Now, if you say, I don't have light yet, I don't want it to be a derail for this your channel, you can open your windows down and do also, don't make sure it's the best lighting you can lay your hands upon. And then the sound as well needs to be good. You can invest in little sounds, microphones. I'm using an headphone. I have a mixer attached to it. All of these you can as well try and work towards. And if you are using your phone to record in the dead night when there won't be background noises. And most people just click out. Even if you have good information, they are not interested, because somebody else as well will also have the same information. So the quality of your production matters on YouTube, especially if you want to blow out. And then from that, you need good editing, because you now need to edit b-rolls. You have to put your b-rolls, you have to put transitions. All of these things are going to make it so super professional, and that is what will let your video blow out. Now, there are some other things that will also help you in blowing out. They might not be the main point, but I'm going to tell you about 3 of them before I let you go, because consistency is one of it. Most people release 5 videos, 10 videos, and they come up with the notion YouTube doesn't like me, the algorithm dislikes me. No, sometimes you have to be consistent to go. When you get to 100 videos, come back and talk to me about it. If you are not successful on YouTube, you will be. One of your videos will pop up and go viral using these strategies I've told you, but you will have to hang around long enough to discover that. Don't do 1 video and then you're tired. Don't do 10 and then you're tired. Consistency is key. And when I'm mentioning consistency as well, not like you do 1 this week, you do 3 next week, you do another 1, and then you skip the next month. No. If you're going to be recording every 2 days, go ahead with that. If it's every day, go ahead with that. If you're doing once per week, go ahead with that. Consistency is knowing when you are recording and publishing, not just doing random here, random there, random there. It's not going to work well on YouTube. And the second point here is for you to engage with your audiences. When anybody sends you a comment, reply, at least at the early stages. When you become big and you can no longer undo all the replies, we understand that. But at the early stages, you should be able to answer 15, 20 comments that are on your YouTube channel. So please attend to everybody. When they request from you any kind of videos, encourage your audiences to ask you what they want, so you can produce for people what they exactly want. That as well will go places, I can tell you. And then you need to study your YouTube analytics. Analytics is the back end of your YouTube, and it's going to look something like this, where you have your content, audience, revenue, research, everything, depending on if you are monetized or not. And that is the back end channel of your analytics that you have to study. And even now we have what we call the research, because now you can research. And if I click on my own saved and what your viewers are looking at, you can see YouTube will practically tell you people are really searching for this, your viewers are searching for all these keywords, and then you can use that to make more videos. But then I have a very fantastic skill that can get you 1,000 subscribers in 1 month. It's what I've implemented on this channel. I have 7,000 this month alone, and the month is still about 6 days to go. It's the same thing you can implement on a brand new channel or an existing channel, and we give you the subscribers. The video is popping out now. Click on it and let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.